All right, we're here at 1949 North Coldwater Canyon here in Beverly Hills or Los Angeles area. Now we're here to inspect the main sewer line. We obviously cannot check every pipe in the house. You'll have your general inspector crawl underneath the house. He's physically going to look at everything. We're here to check the main sewer line, and we're going to inspect it from these two cleanouts where the pipe exits the house. It's like two-way cleanouts. So we have our camera in from the cleanout that brings us all the way downstream, and we're all the way out to the city connection in the street. So we're going to bring the camera back. We're actually in the city sewer. You can see it flowing by there. So there's the city sewer. So as we come back, you can see roots over here in the line. And you can see there's a cured in place pipe lining. Now the roots linings are basically a temporary fix, especially when roots are around. In this case now that's already grown through the lining, and it's come out at the end of the lining. So the lining is pretty much malfunctioned at this point. You can see heavy roots getting in, and it's actually growing through the lining. Like I said, these linings are just a temporary fix, and now you have a problem over here, because for sure you definitely don't want to be running a cable with a blade through here, because you'll definitely cut the lining and you'll destroy it. This should only be cleaned very carefully with a hydrojetter. However, because it's at the end of the lining, the hydrojetter will eventually tear it up as well. So this is pretty much malfunctioned. The rest of the pipe, you can see this all looks okay. However, the roots don't stop growing when there's a lining, because the lining doesn't adhere to the host pipe, and the roots grow between the lining and the pipe, and eventually they break through the lining, or they show up on either end. So this lining, in my opinion, it's pretty much done. I mean, you could probably get a few years out of it with very careful cleaning, but this pipe needs to be replaced all the way. And this was a lining all the way from these cleanouts. What it should have been done, you should have done a pipe burst from the house to the property line and replaced the pipe in the street, and that's what we're going to recommend. Okay, we're here in the front. We're going to pause the recording and run our camera upstream. Okay, so we're running our camera upstream now. We pretty much came to the end of the line, which is underneath the house. We're going to bring the camera back here. Now, let's keep coming back. A little section of old cast iron pipe. I don't know why they left that behind. The majority of it is all ABS plastic, but like I say, you have the general inspector check everything. This doesn't look like it has the best of grade, this pipe, but still it appears fair. Let's see what the general inspector looks at when he actually sees it physically. I mean, a very minor amount of water. It still looks okay. This is all ABS plastic. This is all pretty good. Remember, we're looking at the inside of the pipe. We cannot see the outside. Then it comes back to some cast iron pipe, which is running under the foundation. Comes back. Now this cast iron doesn't look too bad looking at the inside of the pipe. Still is in fair condition. Very minimal amount of rust buildup. This doesn't look too bad. Remember, you should never flush tampons, baby wipes, paper towels, things like that. And it comes back to ABS plastic as it comes out of the clean out. So we have a little issue with roots right at the end of the lining, which is in the street, and a very busy street over here. And we'll go ahead, stop the recording over here.